There's a couple of other tools that I want to go over as well. I mentioned briefly about the six hats, and that's a way of vetting an idea. The idea of actually helping to define really the objective hat. What are the facts and the logic? What is the logical way of accomplishing something? That's the white hat. The black hat is more the intuitive hat. So focusing on your emotion and your instinct. What does your gut say about that? What do you feel viscerally whenever you think about that idea or taking one decision or another? I'm sorry, that's the red hat. The is the emotions and the instincts, so you can connect the color red with your heart, your emotions. The black hat is the cautious hat, or I called it the pessimist a little bit earlier, and it's what could go wrong? What would be the downside if we did this? Or the yellow hat is the optimistic hat. What's the sunshine side of this? What's the positive outcome? Who's the optimist in the room? The green hat is the creative hat. It's how you create something out of this. Where can there be abundance out of this? Where is there possible criticism? So how do you make an artistic perspective from this? How can you actually be creative around it? And then the blue hat is more for organization, management, control, judgment, putting the blue hat in the space of once we have these other five, weighs and measures the rest of it, figures out of those details, that research, how do we then make a decision on the path that we want to go, on the decision that we want to make.
Mhm.
This is a little bit more complicated than, let's see, I've got these two decisions, let's flip a coin and figure out what I
Mhm.
want to do. It's really living that intentional life, because you're now looking at it from the good, the bad, the ugly, if necessary, to see if that's where you want to go. And if you take this choice now, where's that going to leave you 3 months from now, 6 months from now, a year from now, 5 years from now?
This hat idea is interesting because we tend to adopt roles for ourselves. Like I am the, like I believe we spoke this on the agreements, the four agreements. Like I am timid or I'm this and that, the agreements that we make with ourselves. But we actually have a lot more potential than we realize. We can do much more, much more. Like we would surprise ourselves, no matter how far we go. But the thing is, with this idea of the hats, just the practice of sitting down, being mindful, and asking yourself, what would be like, what is the objective of this? Or what does it seem like my intuition is telling me? How do I feel about it? And remember, okay, I need to be cautious. As just setting the purpose of thinking in again, being doing that on paper, it's very good. I know we talk about visualization, it's a vision, but when you write, you register. There is something that work there. But you put down there your thoughts, your considerations, and what are, if I'm being very optimistic, what can happen? Because it's that law that says that by observing something, Michael, we change it. Imagine we have this powerful tool. We don't understand completely how it works. We know it works, but we have this powerful tool. And just by setting our attention into something, it changes our possibilities to leave that because there are things working down there that we don't understand. That if I really desire, for example, to make a travel through Latin America, Asia, or Europe, and I really desire, and everything that I see related to that, it's I get that emotion, my subconscious mind will start to work and observe things and opportunities. And in ways that I don't understand, my reality will change. Because perhaps if I didn't have that deep desire, I wouldn't notice opportunities that appear. It's as simple as that. An ad might call more my attention because I'm engaged in certain things, because I'm focusing on that, because my attention is there, and our focus is very important.